everybody. Chad McNabb driving here in East Tennessee. And right now I'm in Polk County, Tennessee in the Copper Basin area. Copper Basin, and then I'm coming into the community of Ducktown right now on Highway 64, about 25 miles east of Cleveland, Tennessee, and about 45, 50 miles east of Chattanooga right here on Highway 64. Of course, the Ocoee River cuts through here. The reason they call this the Copper Basin is because copper mining used to be done over here. And this area, up until 1970s and 80s, used to look like Mars because the copper mining, especially when it first started back in the 1800s, they cut all the trees down to burn the sulphur off the copper. And the sulphur that was burned off the copper leaked into the ground, so that caused all the vegetation to be killed off, and then of course cutting all the trees down. It looked like there is a Copper Basin Medical Center. I don't know if that's still open, the hospital there. So it looked like Mars over here, right? You see it was like all kinds of red dirt everywhere. But back in the 70s and 80s, they started replanting. Of course, later on in the mining too, they also built these bigger, they built more modern equipment that would burn the sulphur off without it acid leaking into the ground and having to use trees to burn it. But back in the 70s and 80s, they started reforesting the area, so now a lot of it's grown, the vegetation has grown back. Of course, now copper mining, all that industry's been shut down now. And when I'm coming up here to the town of Copperhill, Tennessee, here in a little bit, we'll hit Copperhill, Tennessee. Copperhill sits right on the border with Georgia, and there has a twin city, Mccaysville, Georgia. The state line runs right through the middle of them, and the Ocoee River does too. The Ocoee River in Tennessee is called the Ocoee River. On the Georgia side, it's called the Toccoa River. Said, most of Polk County is in the mountains, the Cherokee National Forest, Appalachian Mountains. So Copperhill, Copper Basin is one. Most of the people live on the west side of Polk County, where you got more of a valley, the Appalachian Ridge and Valley. The county seat of Benton's over there. Polk County has a population of about 18,000, and Copperhill has a population of about 400 or 500. Then Ducktown, there's like several other small communities all around here. Got Copperhill, Ducktown, Turtletown, a couple other little communities around here. So if you live in all those little communities, you usually go to Copper Basin High School. There's one of the old copper mining areas over here on my left. Coming into where they used to do the copper mining. Over here on my left, you can see that rock right there. It's one of the train tracks. waterfront bar over here. Copper City. Got a yoga. Oh, you got yoga there. Oh man, you got a brewing or buckball brewing over here. It's been a few years since I've been to Copper Hill, and even though I don't live very far from here, I only live maybe about 25 miles from here in Cleveland. There is the Copperhill post office. Of course, you got a lot of, there's mountain boutiques. This area is, of course, very popular for tourism. Said you got a lot of little communities over here. There's another restaurant. Got a nice little downtown for a town that's this small. Uh-oh. Cuban food right there, restaurant. Rumcakelady.com. Cass's Deli. State Line Barbecue. Now I'm in Mccaysville, Georgia. I've crossed the state line and came into Georgia now. There's a Baptist church. Of course, other little cities over here in Georgia too that are kind of popular for tourists are Blue Ridge, Georgia, this is Fannin County, Georgia is the county that Mccaysville, and I believe Blue Ridge is the county seat. Then there's other Georgia cities over here in North Georgia that are popular. Like I said, right here, you turn left to go to Blue Ridge. I'll drive out here just for a second. Now we're crossing the, ooh, this is nice. Look at this over here. These are different restaurants right by the river. Of course, now I'm on the Georgia side. That's called Toccoa River in Georgia. And then once you cross back into Tennessee, it's the Ocoee River. Sad, man. Nice area over here. Like I said, it's been a few years since I've been over here, man. They've done a lot of like I said, look at that restaurant right here by the river. I think the last time I heard a lot of this was even here. The only thing, if you live over here, like if you don't work or in this area, if you live and work Cleveland, Chattanooga, is that you got to go down Highway 64 to get there, and Highway 64 sometimes, because it's in the Ocoee River Gorge in between the mountains, you got rock slides. Sometimes there's rock slides and the road gets blocked. And it doesn't happen often, but it happens sometimes. Then right here, you're probably only, like about 100 miles north of Atlanta, 100, 20 miles at the most from north of Atlanta. Then also close by, I'll show you when I drive back up here towards Ducktown. Now back in Copperhill, Tennessee side. There's Copperhill City Hall right there. These houses probably go back to when you had a lot of the copper mining industry still here. There's Catholic Church, St. Catherine's. It's a nice house on the side of the hill right here. So this is kind of like more of your very nice. Probably got bed and breakfasts over here. El Rio Mexican restaurant right there. Buckball Brewing. I have to come back over here more often now. Really, did some renovations and got a lot of happening restaurants and stuff over here now. So there is some of the old copper mining. I think any copper mining still exists. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think it does. We're also close to North Carolina over here because this corner of Polk County, southeast corner, you're going to Polk, North Carolina, Georgia, and Tennessee all come together. Some of your mountains, of course. There's some more of your mountains. You're in this valley right here in between the mountains. drive across. Now we're coming back into Ducktown. Ducktown is it has a bigger population than Copper Hill, and the Mccaysville and Copper Hill being right next to each other is probably those together have a bigger population than Ducktown. Right here on the left is Copper Basin High School. I think it may have about 300 some students. It's small, probably a single A. Like I said, I think the hospital up here, I'm not sure, but I think I'm not sure. I don't think it's open anymore. I could be wrong. But turn right here on 68. You can go to Murphy, North Carolina. Cherokee County, North Carolina. And also too, this area here, East Tennessee, West North Carolina, North Georgia is known as a lot of Indian history. And then, like I said, Cherokee County, North Carolina is where Murphy's at. And in Murphy, you have a casino. Of course, it's sponsored by the Cherokee Indians. Then, north of Cherokee County and Murphy is Graham County, and then north of that is Swain County, North Carolina. And then Swain County, North Carolina is the city of Cherokee, North Carolina. And now you also have a big Harrah's casino over there. And it has a 3,000 or 4,000 seat auditorium for concerts. Big hotel over there. Of course, then you also have some actual the Cherokee Indian over there. There's some mock Cherokee Indian village over there, and there actually are actual Cherokee Indians that still live over there, still work or run or work at some of in that area. It's probably 25, 30 miles from here to Murphy. Maybe a little longer. It's not that far. Of course, Murphy is a small little town, maybe about 2,000 people. Now I'm back on 64 going east back towards Ocoee River, and then eventually, of course, Cleveland, where I live. So there's a little community over here, right here. It's called Isabella. I think that's Big Frog Mountain over here. But looks like a storm is raining over there. I think Big Frog Mountain is about 4,200 feet elevation. It's one of the highest elevations between here, I think, and the Big Bend of Texas, Texas, around El Paso, Texas, from the Black Hills of South Dakota. North Potato Creek. Harrah was one of the big famous mines over here, the Burra mine, copper mining. So turn left right up here back on 68 if you want to go back to Copper Hill. Or you can go to back Highway 68 will take you back to, like I said, to Monroe County. You can go back over there to Toccoa, Madisonville, then Sweetwater. So there's back. This is the little commercial area right here in Ducktown. 32 miles from here to Cleveland. 60. Says 60 to Chattanooga. That may be downtown Chattanooga. I don't think it's 60 miles all the way to the city limits of Chattanooga. But that's going to be my drive here at the Copper Basin in Polk County. If you want to see more of East and Middle Tennessee, just leave a comment below, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching this video.